Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 3, episode 8. Okay, I hope you guys are having a great day. I don't know what time you'll get this because my power went out. It's back on now. However, it's late as hell, and I wanted to get these done so I can go back to bed and just try to, you know, get stuff together, okay? But anyway, if you have not done so already, please remember to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird. JayBird. Dun, dun, dun. I can't sing it or whatever, you know, with all that good shit. Do not forget to also like this video. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. Okay, and let's just get started on this episode. So we see Deb and Brad at their first little boot camp, BMC audition there in Atlanta. And, you know, they like, oh, so many people in here. They walk in, they're like, oh my God, all these people. You see them like, yay, yay. I'm like, okay, calm down now. Just Brad and Deb. So Deb gets kind of overwhelmed. She gets teary-eyed. I'm like, Deb, girl, grow some balls. Nah, grow some balls, okay? But she then switches, she stopped being soft. And she told them, you know what I'm saying, look, when you come here, come with your best, because if not, we will just have to break you down. Because that's what you're here for. So come here, you know, act like you a star, but don't be too confident. No, don't be too confident because, you know, we'll, again, break your ass down. So we see a couple different little people performing. The first girl, titties almost popped out. So she's a no-go. The second person sounded horrible. Really, really bad. And she was dressed horribly, too. I was like, who wears a blue jean dress? And not like a new age blue jean dress, but like your aunt, like if you had an auntie named Johanna who like didn't press your hair right, your auntie Johanna in a blue jean dress, you know, going to a Run DMC concert in the 80s type of dress. I'm like, what? Who did you get that from, girl? What's going on? The third person was some dude, and they bleeped every other word of his song. I don't know if he was saying vagina and penis, if he was then saying different names for vaginas. I don't know what it was. It started with a C, one word, and the other one started with a P. It could be anything. And they kept bleep, bleep, bleep. And I'm like, see, and they was like, this is some bullshit, okay? Now, the next person, she was so covered up, the next person, she had sunglasses on, a hat on, you couldn't really see her. And, you know, both Brad and Dale were like, you know, we can't even see you. Like, who are you? Oh, I can move my hat. They're like, well, yeah, you can't come in here all covered up. Like, we have to see who you are or whatever. It was weird. And she like put her hat off a little, put her hat up, the glasses off, and she rapped like 2 bars. See, that's what I mean. You do that. I'm like, girl, you don't care. Now the next guy, he sounded talented. Okay, he sounded talented, like he was a raw, uncut Anthony Hamilton meets Neo. So that strong soulfulness, but also a little, so you know, little swag to it or whatever. So I mean, he was cool. I do feel like he can make it, and you know, he's the start of something amazing. He needs a stylist. He needed a stylist or whatever. And they bring up how Remarkable is not there. Okay, and ask Nancy, this is Deb. You know, Deb and Brad sitting there, whatever, and they're like, you know, Remarkable is here, and the who pops up. Remarkable. Now, I'm tired of her in this Ronald McDonald wig. I really want her to try something different. I feel like she just got a plethora of orange wigs that's either long, short, curly, or whatever, and she just keeps, you know what I'm saying, switch them out like if you have a snatch on, snatch off situation. So that's what's going on. Now, when they were asking where she was, it's because both Deb and Brad wanted her there to audition because they wanted her there to, you know, be a part of the situation. When she gets there, she wants to be brought in privately. She doesn't want to audition. She doesn't want to have to wait in line with other people, which I get. I get not wanting to want to wait in line with people, but I still feel like, but you should still at least, you know, I feel like if you went out there and sat with them, no one would know who you were. We still don't know who you are. And so I feel like she feel like people know her And I don't think people really know her. I really, really don't. So she brings up and she tells them how, when she got in there, she talked to Deb and Brad and she said, I felt like my situation was different. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I've done more work than other people or whatever. So, I'm on a different level. And because y'all came to my showcase that I performed at the other day or whatever, I didn't have to come here and audition. And while I get her point of y'all that seen me a couple days ago, I also feel like, but it's a process, okay? And I agree with Brad when Brad said, you can't go to, you can't be on American Idol if you don't audition. Even if you talk to the judges. Like, people still have to audition even if they've already auditioned, okay? It's a consistent audition to get to the next point in any kind of competition. Like, every performance is an audition. And I feel like I just don't get what she wanted. I don't get how she didn't want, because you either want to participate in every step of it or you don't. It's my opinion. Anyway, they like, we don't get, why you thought that you did not have to audition when we went to your showcase. It really had nothing to do with the boot camp stuff. It was just seeing what you had to offer. And then once we seen that you need some work, we asked you, did you want to be a part of the boot camp? And you said yes. And both Brad was being very nice. Surprisingly, usually she has a whole attitude to her voice, and this time she did not, or whatever. And then because and Remarkable kept talking about how I just thought I was different. I just, I don't want to audition or whatever. I'm saying, I feel like auditioning would hurt my brand. And I said, what brand? I don't know what brand she has. And that's no tea, no shade. That is, I literally don't know what brand she has. Now, I know I was on live with Alex earlier, on his IG Live, Alex Rogers. And we was talking about this, and, he pulled up her on, I think, Spotify. And he said, well, she does have 4 songs that she's released in the past 4 years. And I'm like four albums or like 4 singles. He said, no, 4 singles. And I'm like, to only have 4 singles in the past 4 years, not even 4 EPs, not even 4 little projects, where you have 4 songs on each project. I'm like, 4 songs? You worked all that hard and you only have 4 songs? I can make up a song right now. Do 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 do. She ain't. Let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, I'm tired. But they like, look. You know what? When she said she felt like it would hurt her brand, they like, girl, what? Did anyone even know you when you walked in here? No, no one auditioned. Say, you know what? That's remarkable. What's she doing here? Because again, no one knows you. They want to get. We don't know you. Even when you came on the show and they said, oh, that's Easy E daughter, I was like, really? That ain't the one I knew who she is. So it's like nobody, and that's no tea, no shade, it's just true facts. But I guess it is what it is. So again, they like, you talking about how it's gonna hurt your brand, and you've done more work than whoever else. They like, you don't know what them people out there have done. Some of the people out there probably are on labels, have deals, but they're doing this because they want to go further. And you don't even have a deal. You don't even have a single. What have you done lately? Nothing? Okay. Anyway, at this point in time, they both like, girl, you want some bullshit. And if you don't want to audition, and we wish you the best elsewhere, have a good day. Please exit the stage on that side or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I would have done the same thing. I would, girl, go on here, some good luck and whatever else you do. Love you. Bye. So we got to finish audition. And she left. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm not gonna audition. Okay, that's fine. A couple of stuff that we don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? Waka and Tammy. Waka and Tammy are boring, surprisingly. And I feel like it's because whenever Waka and Tammy is on screen, it's for a reason. I feel like nothing is ever authentic, and not calling them fake. I feel like, okay, this scene is strictly for us to talk about the album. I don't think it just doesn't flow right. So I'm looking like, I think Waka is amazingly, he has a great energy, and I think when they laugh and joke, that's funny. But this scene, I'm looking like, okay, I don't even know what y'all talking about. They'll listen to her, Big Daddy, whatever. I don't know what it is. It's the song that she sang on Candy's tour. And I like the song, but she wants to have her other song, Sex With You or Sex Me or whatever. And he like, well, your label should pick the song. I'm like, but you her label. Like, she don't even have a label. She's independent. So that means her husband gets to pick the song. I don't know. But I didn't care. I didn't. I liked her first song, Kisses. Was it called Kisses? I think so. Tammy's talented, but it's boring watching them sit and talk about what songs to pick. It just was boring. And even though he like, oh, I'm so attracted to you, and because she danced around, because she's like, if I had to not audition, but if I had to perform for a label for them to pick a song, that's what I'll do. And then he gets attracted to her, whatever. See, I can't do it because you always want to go there, and I'm like, well, it's your husband. But I want him to be, just business. That's your husband. If your husband see you dance, he gonna always want you. It is, and Waka's Waka, but I mean, honey, I didn't care. She said how she wants him to be focused on her and their daughter or whatever. She don't want him doing music. He supposedly has retired, and I feel like retirement is only reserved for those people who don't need to work. And I think retirement can mean different things. Retirement can mean I'm no longer making new music. However, if someone wants me to come to a show, I will come to a show of my old music. I'm just not making any new music. But if I'm getting no tea, no shade to Tammy. Tammy music ain't selling like that. Tammy music, I don't think is paying all the bills. But I know she has other things. She has her little swimsuit stuff or whatever. But I'm like, girl, I don't know. Pick a song, put it out, let's see what happens. That's what it was. We later see because she's talking to him about, how you're retired now and you should not be in the studio making any records. And if you do any music, I'm going to take that as like you cheating on me because you're supposed to be retired. I'm like, girl, he's Waka fucking Flocka, okay? He gets paid to do shows here and there. I mean, of his old music, okay? All that ass. And, you know what I'm saying? I would pay to see them, no, I wouldn't. But I get people pay him to come perform. That's the point of being an artist. An artist should want to make music to where if they never make more music, they have old music that they can always tour with to make money until they can retire. Okay, you don't just stop working. But Tammy thinks that's what he's gonna do. But I'm like, girl, you dumb. We then see him and his brother in the car, and he's talking about how he not gonna tell Tammy he has a show in LA because someone called him and said, somebody pulled out. He come through and they'll get, he'll get paid a bag or whatever, and so he gonna go. But Waka said he not gonna tell Tammy. I say, well, that's for the show. That's stupidity. A man who has cheated on his wife and lied to his wife would never lie to her just for some money. That's stupid. So I feel like it has to be for the show. I'm going to go and do the show and she's not going to know. Okay, Waka. Okay. Anyway, we do see he like, I'm going to leave and not tell her whatever. I'm going to pack up her schedule so she don't realize how long I'm gone because I could be gone for a couple hours and come back. I said, that's just stupidity. We see a scene of JD daughter, I don't care about either. I feel like they're throwing in these extra people for no reason, and I don't like no reason people. So Shania, turning 21. I want to have a party, so my dad's gonna pay for a photographer to take pictures of me for invitation. I'm like, is this what Sweet 16? We don't care. We don't care. Okay. We then see Ayana come down and basically to tell her what happened with Brandon. Oh yeah, Brandon got caught in this lie. I'm like, again, Ayana, you have nothing else going on. Nothing. The fact that you come meet with JD's daughter, who also has nothing else going on, because that's when turning 21, to discuss the dinner with Deb and Waka and all them and Brandon is bullshit. Okay, let that go. Brandon was lying. Okay, and what else do you have going on? Nothing at all. Because her next conversation was about Bob Rao and his girlfriend Corey. Yeah, he dating somebody else now, whatever. I'm going to look her up. Because you follow her. Do I? Yes. You follow her. Oh, I thought it because she's cute. I'm going to need y'all look. I'm going to need everybody watching my review to send me $1 for watching it, okay? My Cash App information, my PayPal is in my description box. If you watching this, you owe me $1. Because this shit was horrendous, okay? The fact that Ayana and Shania, who have nothing going on, really, is sitting up here talking about Brandon lying and Bow Wow has a new girlfriend. They want, and when Shania just happens to follow this random girl who Bow Wow saw in the club and not you on the show. Really? Do I look like I was born yesterday? I was born 37 years ago. And you must think I'm stupid. Anyway, she then looked the girl up. Okay? Old girl has not a whole rap sheet, but she does have a rap sheet, okay? She does have a, boom, record. Okay? And that's old girl. So she has a record or whatever. And, I can't believe she got a record. So she was allegedly arrested for making terroristic threats. I hope that does not get my video flags. But that's what she was arrested for. And that can mean that you know, physically harm somebody, threaten them, or you damage their property by like setting it on fire, just destruction of property. So that's what all of that falls up under. So that's what she was arrested for. I mean, she looked like she was. Truth be told, let's just say that. And then they bring up how, well, for one, he has two girls who look the same. Okay, these are girl Kilolo on one side and Corey on the other, but they look alike. Okay, same look, same brows. He has a whole type. Okay, the fact that your two girls have the same type of mug shot is funny to me. Okay, we then see Shania go to talk to Bow Wow. To say, you should be careful. She got a record. She was arrested for this and that and this, and he didn't know. He didn't know. Now he say she not his girlfriend. He said they're taking things slow. He say he not trying to move too fast. But Shania bringing him this information makes him wonder. It makes him want to take two steps back. I say, well, you should. We then see Bow Wow and Corey have a conversation because at this point in time, Bow has he coming out his room and he chilling or whatever. And we come to find out she spent the night. Now, first of all, Bob was very high to me in that photo. I think he's high as a kite. Okay, I think he's high as giraffe vagina. Okay, and giraffes are pretty tall, so their vaginas are as well. And she's there as well. Now, first of all, we're gonna talk about this squiggly line look. Oh, her hair line looks more like a 5 o'clock shadow than baby hair. Like, girl. Girl. Like, I get he maybe pulled your wig off last night and whatever. You had to reapply it, and that's the best you can do. But I feel like, girl, if you cannot make the weave work for you, then don't wear the weave. And the lashes are very long. Those spider lashes. I don't like them. I feel like anything that when you close your eyes, like a little breath of wind hits your eyebrow, it's team too much. Like, those things do not have to be that long. I would be terrified that there's always something sitting above my eyebrow. I would just be terrified. Anyway, they chit chat because as she says, because that hair just looks horrible. It looks hard. Okay, it looks like it looks stupid. It looks stupid. And I'm like, when he looking at her, I'm like, he probably looking at her trying to figure out what's going on around her edges. Am I seeing things? Is that a squiggly line? Okay, it's a squiggly line. It's a whole 5 o'clock shadow. That's not baby hair at all. That ain't even edges, girl. That is just. It looked like a cow field. It's not a cow field, a cornfield. And this is all the corn fell down. All the corn fell down. I just can't take it. Anyway, so she says to him, we've already established that we're a couple because we had sex, basically. I told you if we have sex, it means we're a couple. No. No, it doesn't. You can tell a man all you want that if y'all had sex, it means y'all a couple. And he'll say, yeah, and then he will proceed to have sex with you. That does not mean you're a couple. Unless you have the conversation, like, okay, if you have to have the conversation and say, hey, we're about to have sex. Do that mean we're a couple? And he had to say, yes. Yes, it does. We are a couple. We are in a relationship. That's okay if he says that and you then go do it. But you can't say to someone 2 weeks prior when he said he wants to be with you, well, if we do that, we're a couple. Okay, yeah, you so silly. And then y'all had sex. That don't mean y'all a couple, mama. You have to have a whole separate conversation to have the agreement of it, okay? And he like, I don't think we agreed on that because y'all didn't. And I mean, Bow Wow is a fuck person. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, you know, you don't want to be about Nigga. I can't say it. He's like, no, what? Who, me? No, he don't. And what do you want? What do you want? You know, I don't think, what do you want? What do you want? Girl, he trying to explain how he don't want a relationship. How, like, I like having options. Options? Oh, so are you going to be having sex with other people? He's like, you know, I'm going to be busy working, you know, working on business or whatever. He doesn't say yes or no, but I'm like, girl, it's Bow Wow. He don't want to be. He barely want to be with himself, let alone you. So that was your stupidity, if you ask me. I'm saying again, you know, you worry about the wrong thing. You over worry about if Bow Wow wants to be your boyfriend or whatever, and he like, what's up with her edges? I can't make you my girlfriend because your edges scare me. When I'm high, your edges make me freak out. So I'm like, girl, fix them edges while you're trying to fix that with him. And I'm like, we're going to leave it at that. We do see Tammy back in the studio. We don't care too much because Tammy is in the studio waiting for Waka. And whereas Waka is in LA at the show. And so I guess they want us to believe that Waka will be in LA at the show and she will not find out. And oh, she just happens to be scrolling Instagram and she sees he's in LA at some show. Okay, if you say so. I can't believe he in there. He didn't even tell me. So she then calls him, why you in LA? Why you didn't tell me? I came out here to get a bag or whatever. You know, someone, you know what I'm saying, I made 50 grand. I said, oh, okay. And he said how until she's able to sustain, you know, until her music has taken off, basically, he can't really fully retire because her career has not shoom went anywhere. It hasn't stayed stagnant, but it also hasn't surpassed his career. At the end of the day, he is Waka Flocka. And yes, she is Tammy Rivera. But musically, I do feel like he would make more money doing a concert than she would. And if you need him as your record label to invest in your career, you should want him to continue to make money. Period. Period, point blank. And I'm upset. I can't believe it's like you lied to me. I'm gonna put you out. I'm gonna beat you up. And all the love, girl. Okay, I think I'm done. And she does hang up on him. But I'm like, she done at the studio. She not done with her husband. Her and Waka ain't gonna break up. I'm not gonna let them fool me into thinking she done with her husband. No, again, it's for the show. It is for the show. Alex said on his thing when he talked about the show how Tammy and Waka went from show to show because they just have they was in Love and Hip Hop, they were on Marriage Bootcamp, they were, and now they're on here, and I'm still bored. Lastly, we have Remarkable, who asked to meet with Deb and Brad because she felt like things were lost in translation with her supposedly going to be, you know, working with them and whatnot. So, um, it was weird because Mark was there, okay, and she's there, but I guess it's supposed to be her team. Um, and it's it's her one manager, her second manager, and her assistant. Yeah, she has two managers. I don't know if one is a project manager. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, if she like it, I love it. And then, we see Deb and Brad comes in. Now, Deb and Brad were under the impression that they were meeting with Remarkable. And when they come in and see all of that, they like, oh. So they're both kind of shocked when they come in and there's all these people in there, you see. Their face like, okay, this is going to be some bullshit. And I think Brad wears glasses so the people can't see her eyes and her rolling them the whole time, okay? And she's like, why is there so many people? Like, it's all these people. Like, why does she have three people with her? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then because she did not get up and, like, greet them, like, usually, hey, get up, a little hug, a little sad kiss or whatever. None of that. She just said, this tape was so long, I can't, like, come get y'all, can't give y'all a hug. You can't walk over there? Okay. Anyway, she starts out by saying how, the reason she did not want to audition was because, again, it would hurt my brands. And I kept on thinking, girl, what brand? And that's like, she keeps talking about this brand as if we know what she's talking about. So, they up here talking. And trying to get them all on the screen so y'all can see the whole, thing of it all. So I don't feel like stopping the camera. But so they all up there talking, okay? And again, it's remarkable. Her one manager, her second manager, and then the assistant girl. The fact that the third girl's in them flip flops, I feel like no, that's Remarkable's cousin who kind of came with her because she ain't had no sitter, and so Remarkable let her come sit and the kids out in the car. So they like the fact that she said, oh, cause it would hurt my brand or whatever, and I just it made Dad feel like she thought she was better than them and how working with them would ruin her stuff. And I said, I agree. I feel like if you heard Remarkable working with Deb and the Brat, the first thing someone say was, who is Remarkable? And women were like, oh, why is she working with them? At all. At the end of the day, Deb and the Brat are somewhat legends. Brat was a whole rapper. Deb has managed a lot of successful artists, or whatever. Remarkable, we don't know you too much or whatever. So, but Deb, like, how did she think she better than us and working with us would, demean her stuff, bring down her stuff or whatever. So she brings up how, we wanted her to kind of, they went to her show and told her how you need to work. You needed a lot of work. Like you needed a little bit of work. You needed a lot of work. You needed a lot of work. Okay. And that was the reason for us, supposedly working with you at the boot camp because we saw the work you needed or whatever. Brad, boot camp was weird because you came in didn't want to do nothing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it wasn't as if we had a deal with you to do whatever or to help. We were coming just to help. It wasn't like a deal or whatever, and it's just weird. So the assistant manager, this girl, let me show you. This girl was getting on all the nerves that I had. Okay, and it's because I feel like not that somebody put a battery in her back, but I feel like she wanted to make a name for herself. She came off very abrasive, okay? And she came off as if, oh, well, Remarkable said that she was abused or also that she was attacked at the showcase. And I was like, attacked? Who attacked? Who did that? Who did that? The girl? Lies you tell. And when the girl started talking like, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She came to us and told us she was attacked at the show. She was belittled and, made it feel like she wasn't humble and, and talked to in some kind of way. And then Brad was like, what? When? Where? How? Why? And why she lying to? So again, it was a whole just misunderstanding of everything. I'm trying to move around so I can see different stuff. But the manager girl was just too abrasive in my opinion because she wasn't attacked. Brad said I talked to her in the nicest way possible. I felt bad for her, but nobody attacked her y'all really tripping or whatever. You can tell Brad getting pissed off because the manager's being extra. And again, it's you want us to come here to do what? And now you have us talk to people and y'all coming out real shady, if you ask me. So the manager then say, well, y'all need to work with her team. Saying, why didn't y'all ask her if she has things that are coming up already? Why didn't y'all ask her if she have what? They what? We don't need to ask her any of that because we saw her show. We saw that no matter what she had going on, she needed more help. The girl then say, well, we had her set up for this. We had her set up to work with somebody for this. We had her set up to work with somebody for that. And they're like, well, that's what's going on. She don't need the boot camp. She don't need a boot camp, period. Okay. And I'm not gonna lie, I agree with that too. Anyway, they're like, but we want to still work with y'all. And Brad's like, but she already a star. Y'all have all the stuff I know her. She's already a star. Okay. And so at this point in time, it is what it is. Well, see, I don't want to feel attacked either. I don't want me or her to feel attacked. I'm like, who attacking y'all? Remarkable, her manager is crazy. Period. And Brad saying we having a conversation no one is attacking anyone. So at this point in time, Brad mad. It's you know what, let me just leave. I ain't got time for the bullshit or whatever. Deb, look, you know what I'm saying? As an artist, everyone has to be hungry every day. There's never a point of you, making it and not being hungry. You know what I'm saying? The day you become relaxed is over. I said, that is great. That's great to tell people or whatever. So I don't feel like I made it. I'm not relaxed. And they're like, yes, you do think you made it. And there's this little feeling of privilege with you that you don't even notice. I don't feel privileged. I don't. And I'm like, you do. The fact that you don't want to audition shows that you feel like you're better than them. And even though it may not be an intentional thing, like, it's still what it looks like. Okay, it's still what it looks like, in my opinion. I don't think there would have been anything wrong for her to fully participate in the audition process. Because if you want to go to the boot camp, and if you want to be better, and this is what they ask of you, why would you not do it? When you know you need the help. It's not like you seasoned or you're a veteran. You can work at Walmart for 5-10 years. It don't mean you're gonna be the owner. I made Walmart. No, you just work there. So my thing is, she has been working, but she ain't really made no progress and doing much, because again, yes, you own the show, but we still don't know who you are. You didn't come on the show and we said, oh my God, they got remarkable. No one did that. Had you been really working all these years, someone would have been aware of who you were outside of you being Eazy-E's daughter. I feel like you got on the show for that reason. But had you been really working your ass off, someone would have said, oh, Remarkable, she do music. Like, on here, you had to introduce yourself to everyone and tell them what you do. That means you ain't doing too well, so say you ain't doing too well or whatever. Brad brings up how, she uses the words humble and, all that stuff or whatever. But she said, I feel like in reality, she wants things handed to her because of who her dad is. I agree. She may not want to admit it. She may want to pussyfoot around the issue of it. But it's true, if you ask me. So Brad walks out. Dad say, well, the boot camp thing is out. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff to go through. And, oh, so now I can't work with y'all to achieve. I want to achieve things. Like, she said, well, no, you have to go through, when we have to go through all these people to do things, whatever, it's a turnoff. And people won't want to work with you. And so, again, be blessed. And whatever you do, it won't be with us. And then they leave it in the rock. I can't believe they want to have people thinking, you know what I'm saying, they're making it seem like I feel like I'm better than others and I ain't been grounded for years. I'm like, girl, I don't think it's that people don't believe you. I think it's a thing to where, show us what you've been doing. Because girl. Anyway, that was the end, y'all. I don't know. I'm done. Peace.